Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all. Make yourselves comfortable as we welcome you to our discussion today surrounding the importance of customer centricity, design thinking in SAFe 5.0 with Atlassian Jira Align. I'm very happy and proud to introduce our experts today. First off is Tina Bears. She is Delivery Director of Business Agility at Cprime. Our next presenter is Jesse Perlman. Jesse is a business agility consultant at Cprime. He also has over 30 years experience as an Agilist and in building high-performing teams. Jesse?
So today, we'll be talking about kind of the bigger picture of business agility, and then getting into customer centricity and what that means from a SAFe perspective and how Jira Align delivers that. Then we'll talk about solution and near-term roadmaps and how we're aligning our thinking to those concepts, bringing it all together, how we report it all within Jira Align, and then how we can continue the conversation and get into our Q&A.
So business agility, as those of you who've studied SAFe 5.0, notice the major focus in SAFe 5.0 really was around business agility and that customer centricity. This is one of the great new maps that you see in SAFe 5.0, which really puts the customer at the middle of everything that we do. In prior renditions of SAFe and some other scaling frameworks out there, it's always been about the tactical execution and measuring that. SAFe has really been the first to bring back the point of Agile, which is delighting your customers, putting that customer at the middle of everything that you do, and aligning your products, your enterprise agility, your portfolio management, everything around what your customer needs and the products that you're bringing to market for them.
It's true. I remember how delighted we were when we saw this as coming back in as the centerpiece of it all.
Now, customer centricity and design thinking, right? We're going to delve right into the meat of this webinar. This is a great map, those of you who have done your SAFe 5.0. It's an empathy map. You may recognize it from some other things out in the market space around empathy canvases. This is a really great map to help us recognize, again, the person who is your customer is at the middle. And we frequently will get so busy in our day-to-day, how do we get this thing to market? We forget there's a human on the end that needs to consume that. So taking a short pause as a product management group and really talking through who are your customers. So here at Cprime and at Jira at Atlassian, our customers are the companies and their employees who are using our software. So it's important for us to understand the pains, the gains they hope to get, what they hear, who they're planning with, who they're talking to, what they don't like, what they're saying in general. These are all things that a good product manager, good product management organization is really concerned about. And putting it in this sort of a picture makes it really clear. Now in Jira Align, we here at Cprime mocked up a template of this in Jira Align. So notice we put the pains and gains also right at the middle. If you're not solving the pains, whatever your customer's pains are with your product, the rest of this becomes less important because you won't get the gain if you're not solving the pain. So we put that right at the middle of the product canvas that we created in Jira Align for our customers' use. So again, you can replicate the same behavior and use this as your North Star as you're planning around that customer centricity for your product.
One thing I like to kind of point out, we started with the concept of persona. Your customer is another form of persona, understanding the full aspect of your customer and what their larger needs are, as well as down into those deeper needs of the persona. So this empathy map really starts to paint that bigger customer understanding for your product awareness. It's invaluable to really keeping things focused, Tina. Really, we're focusing in then on that customer centricity and design thinking and thinking about the customer, those personas, the value that we're delivering and how we're delivering it, and how it's being understood within the system of Jira Align. So here we can see, we bring you a product room. It kind of, we'll get to that towards the end. That's the bringing it all together where we can see this rich investment paying out. But the product itself, very clearly, we focus on persona once again, as you were saying, Tina. Yeah, I have a product, but that product is used by a variety of people across a bandwidth, and I need to understand those various elements. And with that, we give you this rich understanding. We'll look at this record a little bit more in detail as we get down into how we gain granularity from the larger understanding of the portfolio empathy canvases. And then we have our competitors that we need to pay attention to. Competitors are as important as my personas. I have to know what they're doing, and I have to know what they're setting on the market that I have to compete against, where my landmines might be or where my strengths are. I can start to understand not just my personas, but the personas that my competitors are pursuing as well.
Or how they're impacting either me getting new personas or losing ones.
It's true. So really talk about bringing this together from a business agility perspective before we dive into the details.